Alrighty guys, welcome back to the TheCombustionGamer YouTube channel and NASCAR Heat 5 for some NASCAR paint schemes. Today we are going to be throwing it back to 1989 Lake Speed's Bullseye car, the number 83. So let's get started. Here we go. Alrighty guys, so we're back with another Lake Speed paint scheme. Obviously it is a older car, so we're going with the Xfinity body, of course, to get that nice old retro blocky styled race car, so that makes things fun. But it's also Oldsmobile, so we got our Chevy Camaro standing in for the GM product. So luckily we already have our beautiful simulated chrome wheels on the car already. Also like the fact that we have the, you see this? We have a barcode on the wheel. That's interesting. I'm not sure why that's there, but we have a barcode. Anyways, but we got Lake Speed's car right there. We already have the number correct, basically. So what we need to do here is we're going to switch this to white. And then we're going to give it just a little bit of red. It looks a little bit tacky at the moment, but we'll have to go with it for the moment. Alrighty, so what we're looking for is basically this paint scheme right here. So this is what's going to be hard. So back here we know is white. White here on the side we know is red. Right here on the hood, it's supposed to be white. It ain't white. So we have to use our imaginations just a tad to get this done, but that's okay. Now right here we have the extra stripe. We're going to make this red just to fill it in, so that looks pretty good. And my controller has, what are we doing? Hold on. There we go. Now I have control. So anyways, looks decent, looks good. Almost looks like that Jerry Logano throwback a few years ago with the show, with the, like the little star over here by the number, whatever that thing was. It looks like that. But anyways, we got the Bullseye barbecue sauce sponsor that's on here. Actually have some current day Bullseye barbecue sauce that I've been trying on stuff. Man, that stuff tastes good. Definitely worth a try. But let's see. Looks like we have number. We have gloss. Now we could go with matte, but yeah, the matte does not look good on that. But let's work on the sponsor here. So we have a little bit of an issue with, we don't have any white here. So we could go with shorter systems to get that giant white on the hood. But that just looks plain tacky at this point, so we're not going to do that. But what we do need to find is basically the sponsor we're going to use on the side over here. So what are we going to use over here to simulate our Bullseye text sponsor? So we could use Fire Alarm Services. Exalted doesn't really work because of the big logo. That doesn't overly look correct. We have Ream, that doesn't overly work. Safe Light doesn't even show up there. Mac Tools, you could go with that. That would work out pretty good. Rico, you could go with that as well. Lumar doesn't really work in my opinion. And then you have Richmond Raceway, that would work. Rowdy doesn't really work in this particular instance. So I'm leaning towards Fire Alarm Services, but we could also go with Mac Tools here as well. Let's see. Fire Alarm Services. Right there. Okay, so we're going to go with that for the moment here. Then back here, we pretty much know that that's the same sponsor. Back here, and then on the rear of the car as well. So just go ahead and take care of that. So there we go. We got our Fire Alarm Services car taken care of there. So standard in for Bullseye barbecue sauce, of course. Now back to the hood. Obviously, we're gonna have to put in like white text here just to simulate and also just to break up how it looks. I'm kind of going with Eris just because you have a logo, because there is the Bullseye bull's head logo that's on the hood of the car. So Eris obviously has the text and its logo on there, so that kind of works. Also, it has a little bit of red on there as well, so that kind of fits in. Brant is also good because it adds a lot of white. Nobody else really does anything. Wix Filters is obnoxious at this point for what we're trying to do with our paint scheme here. We could go with one of these sponsors just to get a little bit of white, then also to keep the red going. I'm going to go with Eris, I think, just because it has a logo on it, it has text. I think that works the best in the long run. Now, down here, we don't actually have like a main sponsor. It looks like there might be something on the bottom of the car, but I think that might just be like tape or something that's actually on the photograph of the car here. So what we're going to do, we're just going to put Loves down there because it has a little bit of red, kind of fits in good, kind of blends in. Works out good. Plus, also, you can probably get Bullseye Barbecue Sauce at your local Loves. Is probably what's actually happening. I'm not totally sure, but I'm going to guess. So there we go. It's not perfect, but it's fairly close to the original. And I like getting fairly close. I like perfection myself, but this looks pretty decent. I do wish that there was one scheme in here that had this, or yeah, I just wish that this had like per section of the car that you could change colors on. I think that would be kind of nice. But obviously they did not give us that, and NASCAR 21 is just way too buggy. So I don't like what it does to my Xbox. My Xbox almost dies, it sounds like sometimes. I don't know what it's trying to do, but that thing is possessed. But anyways, NASCAR Heat 5, you gotta do what you gotta do with what you got. And this looks really good, and I like the chrome wheels on this as well. Now, one thing, let's just do this just for the sake of seeing how it looks. Oh, yeah. That beautiful. That is beautiful right there. But obviously, got to go with the chrome just to keep it true to the paint scheme. But black wheels, oh, looks good. Anyways, guys, that is Lake Speed's number 83 Bullseye Coffee. Bullseye Coffee. What am I saying? Bullseye Barbecue Sauce, and it looks beautiful. So let me know what you think of that paint scheme. I definitely like some of Lake Speed's paint schemes. These things are pretty neat, and I'll have a link to a video in the description. You'll want to check it out, but it's actually Lake Speed talking about some of his career and stuff with another YouTuber, and it's pretty cool stuff, so I would recommend you guys checking it out. But anyways, very cool paint scheme, love it, and we'll see you guys here next time on The Combustion Gamer. Thanks for watching, bye-bye!